This week in Grand Theft Auto Online, you can make boatloads of money with passive businesses. The Nightclub, Bunker, and all motorcycle club businesses are making double the product they normally would in the same amount of time. Now that's great, but I still would recommend, as I do in a lot of other videos, not to participate with motorcycle clubs. Don't get me wrong, they can make you decent money, but the sale missions absolutely suck, and some of them can take upwards of 30 minutes to complete, like the post-op vans or even the planes. Because of that, I am still a firm believer that motorcycle clubs take so much time to do the sale missions, they have a chance of being raided, and they don't even pay that much, that I really just can't recommend for anybody to do it. What I can recommend is to participate in the Nightclub and the Bunker. The Bunker is great because if you sell when it's a very low level of stock, like I currently have, $241,000, you are always guaranteed a single vehicle, which I'm going to showcase right now. As usual on the channel, I am selling all of this product in a public lobby. Now currently, as we can see, there's not actually that many people in this lobby, but even if there's only, let's say, 10 people in a public lobby, you're still going to be making a 25% bonus on any sale missions you complete. And usually lobbies tend to fill up the longer you're in them, so usually while I'm completing a sale mission, there's going to be maybe 15 or 16 people by the time I have completed it. Now when it comes to the Bunker, some of the sale missions can be quite scary, especially if you have a lot of product in it. For example, if you have, let's say, more than $500,000 worth of products, you're going to get 2 to 3 vehicles. And for any of you that are unaware, the Bunker has some of the worst sale missions available in GTA Online. I don't know why, but Rockstar has really easy sale missions at the Bunker, like the Insurgent Delivery, which is a single drop-off, to ones where you have to do simple drop-offs, like it looks like we have to do 5 different drop-offs with ours, but then they also swap to having buggies, where you're gonna have to roll across the map in little dune buggies and do 5 deliveries each in only 15 minutes. Now you have 3 of those buggies, you can imagine how you literally don't have enough time to do each of the vehicles, especially while driving back and forth to pick them up. So usually what I recommend when it comes to the Bunker is to sell after 1 resupply's worth of product. It should be $215,000 worth, and once you do that, you can also sell in a public lobby because you're always guaranteed 1 vehicle, and it's actually quite easy. Today, I am willing to risk $2 million worth of product in public lobbies just for content. So make sure to click that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. 80% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so it helps out the channel a lot, especially if you want to keep up to date on the newest and most efficient ways of making money. There's a lot of people that keep telling me in my comment section whenever I talk about the Bunker that if you sell with your arcade, you are guaranteed always going to get the Phantom truck. And clearly that is not the case, because right now we are using the buggy, which is literally one of the worst delivery vehicles out of all the ones you can get in the Bunker. So my suggestion, as I said, is just sell it when you're only going to get 1 vehicle. It will make the sale missions way easier. This first delivery is going to require us to do some mountain climbing, and these are all scattered across the map, as you can see. And this is why the buggy delivery sucks so much. It's not a hard one to do, it's just Rockstar doesn't give you enough time to complete the deliveries. Why is there only a 15-minute timer on something that should take you at least 20 to 22 minutes to do? They should give you a 30-minute timer just like all the other businesses, being the motorcycle clubs and everything else. But here we are at our first drop-off. While that one's delivering, we're going to do this next one right in front of us, and then we're going to have to go all the way over to the dam, bruh. And just like that, we are rolling up to delivery number 2. This one was pretty easy. Alright, now we're going to go to the one at the dam, because it looks like the rest are more towards the city.
2 hours later.
My god, this delivery sucked. That took forever. And now that I've driven all the way to the mountain, we have to go all the way back down for another 2 miles. We have made it back into the city with 7 minutes left on the clock. We have 2 deliveries to go, and this first one should be fairly simple. The one nice thing I will say about this vehicle is it does carry mines that you can drop, which means that if there is anybody trying to chase you, even a player, it's actually pretty easy to just spam mines. Unfortunately, this vehicle has no defense against aerial attacks, so yeah, you're gonna have to be quite cautious still. The only bit of good news I can say is that this lobby is starting to fill up with a bit more people. There's quite a bit more than there were when I started, probably maybe 15 or 16 players in this lobby. So when we're done with this delivery, we actually should make at least a little bit more than what we started at. That's actually pretty nice. Oh boy, we've got to go across the water, although I don't think this is deep enough to really sink me. So this took 10 minutes. Now, to be fair, about 2-3 minutes of that was driving to get over to the buggy because I started it from my arcade. But still, that was literally about 8-7 minutes just to do a single buggy. You can imagine how if this mission was with 2 or 3 of these vehicles, it would absolutely suck. But thankfully, we don't have to worry all too much about that, as I played it smart, and we're going to make some pretty good money here. And away we go, $321,000. Now, judging that originally, we were only going to make $240,000, that means we got an $80,000 bonus just for selling in a public lobby. As you can see, there's 14 players in this lobby, and that's a pretty decent bonus for literally having nobody mess with me or anything bad happen whatsoever. Now we arrive to our nightclub, so we can make even more cash. We're going to start off by grabbing our wall safe money, which is $250,000, and then we're going to do our delivery mission. Now, there's 16 people in the lobby currently, so we're actually going to make a very decent chunk of money. So there you go. Now, with the income we've made so far just today, we've got, what, $320,000 from the bunker, plus $250,000 right there. So that's about $570,000, and now we're going to sell our nightclub for $1.358 million. I'm actually really glad I have finally decided to upgrade my mule custom. This vehicle sucks. I mean, it's definitely the worst delivery vehicle out of the ones you're going to get. Also, I don't trust that guy. I'm leaving. Goodbye, stinker. It's always hard to trust people when doing deliveries, so we're just gonna leave you. I don't like people, but it looks like he's just running around in circles, so we're not going to worry too much about him. Our first delivery is quite a whiles away, 2.8 miles, so, yeah, I guess we're just going to start driving there. It wants me to head onto the highway, but we're going to take a bit of a safer route just because of the fact that that player was right next to us. This lobby is really starting to fill up with players, which is obviously good for me. The more people that come into this lobby, the more money we're going to make. The original payout was going to be 1.3 million, and if we get a 50% bonus, then that means we're going to be making easily over $2 million. So I am really, really excited to be making a boatload of money, and judging that we're basically outside of the city at this point, we shouldn't have to worry about anybody really trying to blow us up, and if we see something come near us again, I'll just go off the radar. The only thing that sucks about this delivery is the vehicle that I have to use. The mule is the worst, by far. I really, really like the Speedo custom because it's fast and it's small. It's also got a remote Gatling gun, which the other two vehicles don't get, so it is definitely the best of the bunch. I am quite confident that AI will drive faster down this road than I currently am. The good news is that we have made it to our first delivery, just like that. We have 1 out of 5 done. Delivery number 2, and done. All right, 3 to go. Oh boy, they're pretty far spread out, and I'm not sure which is the best one to go for. I'm gonna go for this one first, though. You ever seen anybody off-roading in a giant delivery truck? Because I sure haven't, and apparently that actually worked. I don't know how, but we just traversed an entire mountain in this thing. Delivery number 3. Done! We got 2 to go, 1 in Sandy Shores and 1 in Grapeseed. This was actually a fairly fast delivery to get to. We just gotta roll in this little patch here, and done. Another delivery bites the dust. We have 1 more to go, all the way in Grapeseed, and we should be completed. We are rolling up to the final delivery location. This actually took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but not actually too bad. 12 minutes and I'm gonna net over probably, well, with how many people in the lobby, I don't know, 1.6 million? I really can't complain. There you go. $1.63 million. So we still made an additional 300 grand, especially because Tony took 100K. We actually made an additional 400 grand. So, I mean, there you have it. This is how easy it is to make money, especially with the double income this week has in Grand Theft Auto Online. In 30 minutes, I was able to net $2.2 million. We had 321,000 from my bunker sale mission. We had 250,000 collected from my nightclub income, and then an additional 1.6 million from our nightclub sale mission, all added together to 2.2 million. That is an insane payout for literally just sitting and letting the money roll in. I would highly recommend for anybody that isn't participating in passive businesses to start them up, because if you forget about them, then it's not too big of a deal. But if you ever need that extra cash, it's just a simple sale mission away. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please consider smashing that like and subscribe button down below, as these take quite a bit of effort to make, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.